you go. Talk to him.
Classic codes, I ain't taking it slow. Forgive me, Lord, I woke up in that mode. Whether the winters were left in the cold. Classic.
I'm only gonna do this once.
Classic. Yeah. Classic.
All right now. Ha ha.
Classic. Yeah. It's the best daytime live show on all streaming platforms. It's the Classic Codes. You know I gotta come to the ring, man.
Fighting out of the southpaw stance, standing at 6'2", 190 pounds. I give you.
Oh yeah.
Ain't no way I ain't getting paid different. This from the dirt, this from the mud. You ain't slave with me. This was strictly for my homies that was brave with me. You can't come in with me now if you ain't came with me. Skull looking at you side eye if you ain't with real life. I seen a couple people try and it ain't in pretty. I only keep the people around that stood on 10 with me. And if they start to stand on 9, that's where it end with me. It can end quickly. In the way I level up, I make them spin differently. I should start a foundation, they be make-a-wishing me. I got these hoes in the fringe, they can't seem to get to me. Babe, I done mastered discipline, it take more than booty cheeks. Need a little more conversation, cause I still be trying to see. I be listening with my eyes, yeah, I still be trying to see. I be moving like the prize, you can't find another me. Let's get focused, want the fruits of your labor, gotta climb the tree. Yeah.
Let's get focused.
Classic.
Yeah, yo, it's Classic with the Classic Codes, and I got another great live show for y'all today, man. Yes, Lord.
I'm only gonna do this once.
Man, so check it out. We got a full slate today. We got a reaction video. We got a TikTok reaction. We got a question of the day, and we have a code language conversation. So we got a full show to get through. We don't have a lot of time, so we're going to get right into that action. But like I told y'all before, man, it's the Raw Society Coalition. Make sure you tap in with me, the Classic Codes. Hit the subscribe button if it's your first time here. Hit the like button. Show some love. All of that is no charge.
Classic.
All right. But when it comes to us at the Raw Society Coalition, these days, you never know who will pop out. You know what I'm saying? I got my homie Tez with me. What up, big dog?
We in the building.
Yeah, man, it's the coalition, man.
Classic.
Yes, Lord. My homie Tez in the building with me. He gonna go through the show with me today, and he knows nothing about what we speak of, and so everything will be authentic, and you know how that can go. Threes in the chat. Tez, what up? Passport Sco. Threes in the chat. He said, boy, I'm made different. Yeah, I work too hard. Ain't no way I ain't getting paid different. He said, what's the words? You know we in here. Joe Jet, what up? 333, what up? Yeah, the whole gang filing in, so you know what it is on the codes, man. The best chat on all streaming platforms. We blessed.
I'm only gonna do this once.
Yeah, we definitely blessed. So look, today we talking about the future of relationships. But before we get into the meat and potatoes of that discussion, I actually wanted to go into kind of an icebreaker video. So we actually gonna start off with this topic right here. They hate Trump but love stimmy checks. All right. So we're gonna go to TikTok. We're gonna go to TikTok and listen to this woman chime in on her wisdom with regards to the stimulus checks versus the concept of people disliking Donald Trump. All right, let's get it.
To all you maggots coming on here and saying, I bet you're going to cash those $2,000 stimulus checks, aren't you? You left-leaning libtards. Got to tell you something, and you ain't going to like it, but I'm going to like telling you. Stimulus checks are a form of socialism. Not the communism y'all are thinking of in like scary Venezuela, but the policy itself is socialist, and here's why. Stimulus checks are government redistribution of wealth. The government collects tax money and then turns around and sends that money straight back to you. That is literally the definition of a socialistic style economic policy. It's the government stepping in to protect people when the free market fails. It's not capitalism, it's a social safety net. You know how you got that money? Through banking, through the Treasury, through the IRS, through the Federal Reserve. Those big centralized government systems, y'all swear are communism when they help other people. Yeah. So if in fact we do get $2,000 stimulus checks and you cash it, congratulations, participated in socialism. You benefited from the exact kind of government support you bitch about others getting every day. And that's fine. Look, people need this help. But don't turn around and poo-poo on school lunches and SNAP benefits and women's clinics when you have cashed your stimulus check and are spending it at Walmart. Only anti-socialism as long as it benefits you.
Okay. Tez, did you get all that, or do I need to play it again?
No, I mean, she was all over the place. I got it.
Man, listen, bro. Look, Joe Jet dying laughing. Look, he said, hate Trump, but love stimmy checks. Oh, man, we about to talk about it, Joe. He said, Joe Jet conflicted. Look, 333. What up, Soft Rain? Alan said, Trump is your new daddy. Okay, we got a troll in the chat. Welcome to trolls in the chat. Hey, look. Joe said, potentially, if AI takes many jobs, then corporations would have to take the extra profits to pay citizens universal basic income each month, each slavery. Yeah, there was an Asian gentleman, I forget his name. He ran for president 2 terms ago, and he didn't get damn near no votes at all. But he went up on the Breakfast Club, and he spoke about universal base income. Like all citizens past a certain age get a base income of XYZK, and then he broke down economically how it's feasible and very doable for the nation to do, and how it would essentially fix a lot of problems. But nevertheless, he had a bunch of good ideas, and so he didn't get any votes. Okay, chat, y'all could do y'all research on who that gentleman was on y'all own.
Classic.
But it wasn't a dream. It wasn't a dream. It really happened. But no. So in regards to what she's saying,
he had a good idea of a lot of things that he wanted to get done. Unfortunately, I feel like now if I'm talking about from a neutral standpoint, which I am right now, if he would have ran on the other side of the ticket, he might have won. But the fact of the matter is he ran for the side that was going to torpedo him regardless of what his plan was.
I disagree with you, Tez. I think he would have never won. He had too many amazing ideas. I listened to that guy talk on that Breakfast Club interview for the entire hour about 5 times in a row. I said, this shit make too much sense. Not only did he have great ideas, but then he broke down how it's possible to execute them.
He's a mathematician.
Yeah. So, and it wasn't all, but it wasn't all about the numbers, right? Because the numbers, we know that everything is numerology, 333, right? We know that it all is anyway. So, but by giving universal base income, yes, you leave room for people who are bad with financial literacy to continue to fuck over their universal base income. Sure. You know what I'm saying? Undisciplined people will forever exist. There is no economic strategy to fix that. You know what I'm saying? But however, for those who could do more, if they were, granted more or able to achieve more, they definitely probably would there would be effects like a reduction in the crime rate. You'd probably see a improvement in marriage rates, possibly. A lot more people doing things out of a lot more people moving a lot less out of lack. But let's address what this sister said on the video, man. Let's address what she said on the video. She sounded very Democrat. She said, let's not poo-poo on the people who get food stamps, this, that, and the third and fourth and fifth, right? She said, let's not do this and that. Ma'am, that was done by the Democrats. That wasn't done by the Republicans. The government shutdown, that was done by the Democrats. That wasn't done by Republican people. So and let's be clear. Honestly, I think they're both the same demon wearing 2 different masks. Same demon, 2 different costumes. You know what I'm saying? Two different presentations. Let's just be clear. So really you just voting on which presentation you like. The same niggas. But nevertheless, that shit was done by Democrats. So she was loud and she was wrong, right? And then when she's talking about stimulus checks being a form of socialism and this, that, and the third, listen, taxes are illegal. Let's start there. Everything is alleged for content creation purposes and entertainment.
Classic.
But let's start there. Taxes are illegal. and they're illegally enforced, and those who know the law through and through, which they don't teach us with the 12 years that they mandate of us to go to public schools.
I'm only gonna do this once.
They don't teach us that, but taxes are illegal, and those who know the law through and through do not pay taxes generally.
Classic.
So let's take it from there as a base. When you start talking about, oh, it's socialistic and you pay your taxes and they turn around and they give the money back in these different ways and blase skippity, the shit is illegal. So let's off rip, it's extortion, friendly extortion. You feel me? Until you don't pay, and then it becomes unfriendly. You feel me? So off rip, it's already, they're keeping you in a state of indentured servitude from the get-go, all alleged for content creation purposes and entertainment. But I'm gonna tell you this: the assistance that was provided specifically from the government in the way of like, these circumstances have to exist in order for you to qualify for this money. This woman's white. She don't have a problem that I'm about to address. But that shit, that law, that assistance, that government aid literally damn near extinct the black nuclear family. It damn near extinct the family. You know what I'm saying? So, like, legitimately, and anybody could debate the facts if they want to. That's kind of, you know, but it's literally a real thing. The timeline coincides with the marriage rate plummeting for our people in particular, right? From the time the government aid for, you know, women without the men in the house, when that law was passed, there's a direct correlation in the timeline of the marriage rate going down and the divorce rate going up, and all of that shit is a direct correlation. So this shit I'm talking about right now is not even debatable. So yeah, I'm with them cutting off you fucking food stamps if it's gonna make the women come back home.
Classic.
See, that's the thing they forgot, Tez, on the classic codes. I came with a mission, right? I don't just jump on here every day to offer up my opinions. We're actually like real problem solvers. You know what I'm saying? And we know that sisters married the government, right?
Yeah.
What's gonna send them back is if they divorce from the government, right?
Yep.
Yeah, it's gonna be a whole bunch of women playing like they having shit on the internet that's finna start needing a man within the next couple years on social media. That's happening. You know what I'm saying? That's happening. So, with that being said, I think it breeds benefits for us in particular. You know, I'm talking about for black people as a whole. I'm not talking about my personal life, your personal life. Like, I'm speaking about the we, not the me. You feel me?
Right.
I think it breeds benefits.
It does.
But in regards to people hating Trump and loving the stimulus check, like, she just did all that talking backwards just to justify her cashing the check. Bitch, you need the 2K. And you go, you need the 2K, and no matter who that shit coming from, as long as it's legal, you gonna put that shit in your account.
Just say you need the money. Just say you need the money. It's that simple. I've never seen anybody, and this is the craziest thing about this generation of people. I've never seen anybody complain so much about getting what they should be getting, or getting what was already theirs, and then demonizing the people, no matter what side it's on, for giving it to them.
Mm-hmm.
The funniest thing about it is these are the same ones that let them get into a disagreement with their child's father. They're going to be in front of a judge to take what he makes. They're going to, as a person who's already had to deal with this before, let me explain this. I don't believe anyone that tells me that the judge sided with the man. I don't believe that. I didn't see that. I was in court for 2 years and I didn't see anybody ever get sided with that was a man, unless he could prove that she was doing some nefarious things. And let me tell you, it's really hard to prove that in a court of law.
Yeah.
Without an arrest, nobody has to submit DNA or anything else. You know what I'm saying? Like, not without an arrest. So you can't say, oh, she's a substance abuser. You can't just say that, because you'd have to prove it. In order to prove it, you need, I don't know, some type of video, which you don't have, because 9 times out of 10, they have legally obtained a court order of protection, which I'm not giving no advice. So I'm not going to say the rest of that statement. I'm just saying it was legally obtained. If you look at the real law from people, it happens to them all the time. And then want to get upset because, oh, the government's doing this and the government's doing that. You're already a recipient of government aided living. You're already a recipient. Why are you mad now? Oh, well, they didn't do what I wanted them to do. Does anyone do what you want them to do? That's why you're single.
Damn. You think this woman is single? The woman in the TikTok? She giving single, dog? You think she's single?
100%.
Damn. Nah, she got a ring on her finger. Hold on. Let's see if she move her hand. Is that a ring right there?
All you maggots coming on here and saying, I bet you're going to cash those $2,000 stimulus checks, aren't you?
That's a ring. I don't know if it's a wedding ring, though, Tez.
I don't think so.
You left-leaning libtards. Got to tell you something, and you ain't going to like it, but I'm going to like telling you. Stimulus checks are a form of socialism.
Oh, God. Listen, you want to talk about somebody explaining some shit away? You know what I'm saying? Just what you say, Tez? Just say you need the money.
Just say you need the money.
just admit.
You need the money.
Just admit. Just admit that no matter how you doing right now, $2,000 don't sound bad.
Classic.
Flip, what up? Hey, he said, Joe just says single or making some sucker miserable. Oh, you don't want to know, Joe. The misery that so many men are living in. Listen, one day we're gonna have a live stream about the true state of the average man. Ooh, shit. We're gonna need 2 hours for that one.
It's what are you talking about? It's excruciating pain. That's what What? What is the right thing you say? Please spare
him of the experience of you. Please. What I tell your friend, you was live on the TikTok and she was talking. I said, oh God, please spare all men of the experience of you. You stay single. You stay single and you do not date. You spare us. Spare my brotherhood.
Classic.
No, some of them don't need to date. That's the problem. They don't need to date. Get yourself a cat.
She said she was gonna get some more cats. That's
what
she
said.
Hey, I was in the chat. I was in the chat like, good idea.
I'm only gonna do this once.
So you can torture them cats because that man does not deserve the treatment that you are about to put upon him.
Oh God. But man, let's get off this icebreaker, man. Let's move. We've been on this icebreaker too long, man.
Don't be putting no more ugly chicks on here, bro.
Hey, they hate Trump, but they love the stimmies, man. It's crazy. It's crazy when you think about it. Let's get into the meat potatoes of the conversation. We sliding over to Ask a Brother podcast, so you know it's gonna get interesting, man. We sliding over to Ask a Brother podcast. All right. So he's going to do what we do, but in the Ask a Brother way, very eloquently, very palatable, very digestible. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. I like digestible things.
I mean, you know how he got that diction, that tone, and that calm about his delivery in the way that he lets the women know the same exact shit that we be saying. You know what I'm saying? Literally the same exact shit. So we're gonna slide over to Ask a Brother. He was asked a question in regards to the state of marriages going forward in the future. Mm-hmm. And his take on it is great, man. Let's roll.
Probably won't return until more women lose jobs.
That's a nice mic.
I want to say a few words about modern marriage versus traditional marriage, and can Black marriage in this country be saved?
Ooh.
I know we might have to dedicate a whole show to that one, but
that was really, really good question. Let me start with the latter. You said, can Black marriage be saved? I'll give you my optimistic answer and I'll give you my realistic answer. My optimistic answer is yes, but probably never to the degree that it was before. It'll probably never, ever, ever get to the degree of where it was before, if I'm honestly speaking. I think the cat's been let out of the bag. in terms of as we've seen women in general and our women get more rights, more privileges, more freedoms, we've seen how they responded and behaved once they got them. And men will never unsee what they saw in our women. They saw the ghetto-ness, they saw the debauchery.
Hold on. We're not gonna skate past that. I'm gonna let his wisdom flow. But he just said one of the most powerful sentences that I've heard. You know, we say some profound shit on the regular, but like from other people outside the coalition, that was one of the most powerful sentences that I've heard in a while. My man prefaced it by saying, we gave women the liberation that they desired. And we watched them use their liberation. And men will never unsee what they saw.
Nope.
I'm gonna run that back. We ain't gonna just skate past. See, when it's a moment, bro, we gotta give it its proper. You feel me? I'm not. No. Ask a brother in his bag on this one now. Listen.
Yeah, he is.
Listen.
We've seen how they responded and behaved once they got them. And men will never unsee what they saw in our women. They saw the ghetto-ness, they saw the debauchery. I think the cat's been let out of the bag in terms of as we've seen women in general and our women get more rights, more privileges, more freedoms. We've seen how they responded and behaved once they got them. And men will never unsee what they saw in our women. They saw the ghetto-ness, they saw the debauchery, they saw the lack of respect of men. They saw and hear things like, we don't need men. Men are irrelevant. Do we need men anymore? We'll choose a bear over a man. All men are this, all men are that, all men are dogs. They've seen the Aisha Curry examples, the Jada Pinkett examples of how when women share too much or do too much in the public space, how they'll constantly defend women no matter what they do. And they'll constantly demonize men, even when they don't have all the facts or, you know, the case hasn't even been ruled by a judge or a jury. If a man's involved, a woman's involved, we see how a lot of them move. So just on the male side alone, there already is going to be, there's a generation between just above the millennials and millennials, especially older millennials. There's a percentage of men that's never going to marry. They've already made that decision off of them seeing how bad things have gotten with what they've observed just in the women alone.
Let's go from there right now, Tez.
All right.
You was able to hear all that?
Yes, sir.
Okay. What you think?
Listening intently.
What you think?
I'm only gonna do this once.
I got you.
I'm only gonna do this once.
Thanks, Classic.
For sure.
I will tell you right now, if you was to ask me, Tez, what's the number one thing that turns you off about the women in today's society when you see them out in public or on social media? I hate seeing a chick bent over, shaking her cheeks for the entire world, especially while some girl is in the background going, "Hey," and smacking it. I'm talking about you want to lose my respect? Give me a reason to never respect you ever in any way, shape, form, or fashion. You just told me that you would bend it over for the entire world. Not a real one, the entire world. Not any real one, the entire world. It doesn't matter what you are. This is what I want to do. This is what I want to do. This is what I'm going to do. That is the worst attitude that you could have in a woman that you're choosing to be with. I'm going to do whatever I want to do when I want to do it. Okay, go do it somewhere else then. You ain't gonna do it over here.
It's like they're treating us like God, but they refuse to treat us like gods.
Yeah.
Hear me out. With God, it's understood that you will make mistakes. It's understood that you will inevitably sin. But in the end, if you just simply acknowledge me and request, I will provide you with forgiveness. So in a way, they want to treat us like God, but they don't want to treat us like gods because they want to use their liberation through their youth, which we would consider to be their prime years, mismanage their temples, some of them, deplorable decision-making, you know, some regrettable evenings. And then when they so choose, they want to go back out into the same exact market, pick a man that they like, their taste. And in his eyes, all should be forgiven. And he should take her up as a bride that he could be proud of. Is that about right?
Sounds about right.
Is that where we are? So that would be essentially feeling entitled to forgiveness, or be feeling entitled to the ability to repent, but not to God, but to man. Because guess what? Like, here's the thing about value. There's what you think of yourself, and then there's what the world thinks of you when you go outside. And when it comes to companionship, what the world thinks of you matters.
Yes, it does.
I could think I'm handsome. If 99% of women don't agree, I'm not handsome. Not outside. In my house, I'm him. Yeah, I'm fine. I'm some shit. I step outside, the females looking at me like, you see what I'm saying? Like, what you think of yourself only goes so far.
Here's an issue, right? And I'm glad that you brought this up. I'm gonna ruffle some feathers. So if y'all are weak-hearted, you should probably not listen to the next 30 seconds of me. But I'm gonna keep it 100 with you. Everyone, when you grew up as women, everyone told you that you were pretty. Everyone told you that you were beautiful, that you were a princess, and that you could do anything that you wanted to do in this world, and no one's gonna stop you ever. Except you took it too far. You see, you didn't care what you ate. You didn't care if you worked out or not. You didn't care if you went outside in a bonnet and house shoes that cost $2. You didn't care about any of these things. You said that everyone should accept you the way you are, or they don't really care about you, or they don't really love you. Well, that's not the truth. If you had a vehicle that never ran, you would get rid of it. If you had a house that had holes in the roof, you would move somewhere else. If you had clothes with holes in them, I mean, well, nowadays they wear clothes with holes in them so we can see their jiggly bits on purpose. But my entire point of saying this is that you have to have maintenance. You have to have maintenance, and you have to have reverence. And those are the first two things. Somebody like it. I'm so tired of hearing somebody like it. Some people just take whatever they can get. That don't even mean they like it. And then you get mad when they cheat on you. I'm like, this whole thing of I don't owe anybody anything is so ridiculous. You owe everybody everything. We have to coexist with you. And if you don't owe everybody everything, stay in your house. I do, so I ain't got to give nobody nothing. I mind my own business, so I ain't got to give anybody anything. Because every time I go outside, it costs me money. Every time I go outside, somehow
it's
It's
$150.
Exactly. I get life tax just by going outside. So you mean to tell me that not only do I get life tax, but man tax, handsome privilege tax. Oh, how many times I done heard, you must have so many hoes. Sir, you must get all of the cheeks. Sir, excuse me, ma'am. Are you saying because I take care of myself that therefore I'm entitled to as many cheeks as I want? Are you telling me that, or are you asking me a question? 9 times out of 10, it's their way of flirting. So basically what you're telling me is I can have you, I can have your friend, I can have your cousin, your sister, and anybody else that I want just because of the way that you talk to me. Y'all don't even know how to talk to us, let alone have demands on what we should do. It's crazy. So how am I supposed to?
Sometimes you just got to crash on that.
Yeah. What's happening? Live and in color. It's the red, white, and black in the building right now. Don't forget to throw some gold in there while you at it. We love gold. Now, I'm telling you, this thing is ridiculous. So you mean to tell me you can look anyway, act anyway, talk anyway, walk anyway, eat whatever you want, drive whatever you want, and they're supposed to tell you that you're the most beautiful woman in the world and accept you for how you are. When I've been out here grinding, when I've been out here mashing my bones together all day long and all day and night to make something of myself, making sure that I'm taken care of, I'm supposed to accept this mess? No, ain't no God bless this mess. Throw it in the fireplace is what you should do. But no. It's all men that are the problem.
Okay. Let's go.
On the flip side, there's a percentage of women who have seen what they've seen in men, partially because of personal experiences, personal choices with the men they've actually done life with, the men that they chose, the men that they slept with, the men they gave children to. And when it didn't work, so many of them are so jaded, and so many of them have such negative views and perspectives on men. They're now functioning at a place where they see men as adversaries, as enemies, as predators. They don't see us as companions or partners or leaders. They see, and I think they've also equated, and this is a.
Let me stop right there. The women that he's talking about, those are the women that should spare us. Spare all of us. Spare all of us. If you've gotten to a place where you're jaded and you kind of see men as opponents, adversaries, ops, rivals, any of those things, predators, dangerous, any of those things, it's crazy because like the women that the specific subset of women that he's describing right now, they still date, bro.
That's what I'm saying.
Spare us. Like, nah, for real. Like, if you don't like dudes, like at all, like you look at us like you don't need us, just leave all us alone. Leave all us alone. Because it's some men that's not me, that's not Tez, that's not Uncle Plug. Shout out to Uncle Plug in the chat. That's not Ye. That's not, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to everybody, chat 333. That's not Joe Jet. Some people that's none the wiser, and they gonna get took up top. They gonna get took straight up north. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Spare us.
Bro.
Because guess what? Guess what? Every one of these nice ass dudes, I'm telling y'all, most men start off nice. Every one of these nice dudes that catch hold to one of these monsters that Ask a Brother talking about right now. He get took up north, he get his little feelings hurt, and then then the rest of these chicks got to deal with the monster he becomes. That's what it is.
I have a confessional. I didn't want to be like this. I didn't want to be like this. I didn't want to be the person that would be willing to call out somebody's mistakes in front of people or even in front of her. I didn't want to be this guy. I didn't want to be the guy that stood back and said, look, this is not going to work out. But even if I really liked her, who likes to leave a woman that they really like? Who does that? Like, who likes to leave a woman that they really like? I don't think any of us like to leave women that we really like. I don't think any of us like to reprimand women or tell them what to do or what they shouldn't do or blah, 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 blah. I don't think that any of us like that. I, for damn sure, did not like to be the guy that calls out the atrocious behavior that I have to witness as a man being in the presence of groups of women. I don't want to be that dude. Don't blame me because I have to stand on 10 toes, because if I don't, then y'all will think that I'm the adversary and you have to run over me. Like, first of all, I don't want to date or be with an adversarial woman. Why would I want to go home to battle when I just left battle? Why would anybody want to?
True. Nobody does. I think that's why you have, Mari said, hey, classic codes, what's good? What's the word? Shout out to Mari in the chat, newcomer in the building. Joe Jet. Yeah, no, you're right though, Tez. You're right. I don't want to get too far behind on comments. Let's catch up real quick. And then we get back to Ask a Brother. No, but you're right. Nobody want to go from war to war. You know what I mean? Like at some point, motherfucker want to sit still, get a little sleep. You know? Have a little calm, little solace, little quiet. Yeah, we way behind on chats. Let's get it. All right. Joe Jet said I'll check him out, but Ralph Nader was the name. You talking about the guy that ran for president that had the real answers and nobody voted
Ralph
for him?
Nader was the same.
Yeah. He changed hundreds of laws in our society as a regular civilian.
He should have been president.
Yeah, it's cool. You already know what it is. Flip said 333. Joe Jet says single or making some sucker miserable. Marcus Jones, what up, Marcus? He said just told a woman the other day that the administration she's blaming everything on for her very minimal problems doesn't make me any difference because I go to work every day and pave my own way. Facts. My father once said, no matter who is elected or selected for office, this household will run the same. That's what my dad used to say when we was kids.
Grandfather said the same thing too.
Yeah. Ye said 333. Marcus said 333. Joe Jet said we're coming full circle and why those Middle East men practice Islam on them. Hey, got to keep them in line. Uncle Plug said, Erica Badu said, most intellects do not believe, but the fear us just the same. They fear us just the same. Most intellects do not believe, but they fear us just the same. Mari said, what up? Joe Jett said, to spare men is to agree with peace. Ryan Davis said it best. They don't want peace. They want happiness, and happiness is dualistic. It could be good or wicked that fuels them, and most pick violence. I want to go back to what Uncle Plug said. What's this Erykah Badu lyric? You know this?
I don't know that one.
Hey, Plug, what that mean for real? I was one of the people, even as an artist, though, y'all be surprised. Like, I'm real bad at dissecting poetry. Like, my brother does spoken word. He'll send me something, like some of his spoken word. And like, I'll be trying to figure that shit out. You know what I'm saying? And he'll have to I'll just ask, like, hey, can you explain this? You know what I'm saying? I was real bad at that. But he said most intellects do not believe, but they fear us just the same. I want to expound on that one for me. Fill me in on that, man. Let's see what Ask a Brother talking about. Let's see.
Out of every single demographic, the women, to my knowledge, have a higher educational rate than the men. All of them. White. I think Asians.
He said most intellects do not believe in God, but they fear us, blacks, just the same. Oh, this is from On and On. On and On.
Yeah, On and On. Now I get it.
They don't believe in your power, but they fear what you can do.
Yeah.
But isn't that, and I know these ain't y'all lyrics, so y'all don't have to defend them, but isn't that oxymoronic? That's why it's making me glitch.
It is. It's Erykah Badu, bro. It's going to be oxymoronic.
No, you see me glitching. I'm glitching in real time because it's like, I'm like, you see, I had an awkward pause and everything because it's like, okay, if you fear what I could do, you believe. You can't say that you don't believe and you fear what I can do. Like, it's literally
fear itself is only belief.
Exactly.
Fear is belief.
Right. That's yeah. Okay, that's why I'm glitching. Okay,
matter of fact, the synonym of fear is belief.
I thought I was tweaking. It's cool.
No, you're not.
It's not they lyrics. I just, you know what I'm saying? That's why I got stuck. Yeah.
The men and women kind of take turns, I think.
Yeah.
Latin, Black, all the women are pushing to get their education. There's one group where there is a very common thread of taking the view of having a higher level of education and seeing that as being better than all the men that don't have that same level of education. And that's our community. So when people ask me like, well, what are your thoughts about the state of the Black community and marriages in the future? Well, if one sex sees, meaning men, sees so many of these horrifically bad attributes, where statistically, I think before the age of 29, I think women have a much more likelihood of having children prior to 25, or I think it's prior to 25 than their male counterparts. And then men start focusing in the Black community and having kids at 30 plus to start their families. That means a lot of the pool of Black men that are waiting till 30 plus to have kids are entering into a dating market where they want to start their own family. A huge percentage of the women already have a packaged family for him, ready with the kid or kids that they have from one or multiple men. Like that's a model that's just clearly not, a lot of men are just not going to sign up for it, period. They just.
Ted, what you think? He said that's a model that a lot of men aren't going to sign up for. So the statistics say, this is based on statistics is what he's saying. He's saying that most women are more prone to have children before the age of 25, whereas in the Black community, a lot of men are looking to purposefully have children after 30. And at that point, they're seeing that most women that they're running into are coming with a family prepackaged for them.
Well, it's, you know what?
Mm-hmm. No, please. It's the codes now. Hey. If we don't talk about it, we can't fix nothing. All right.
I know you see me trying to crack the code.
All right. Some of the best looking women that I've ever known in my entire life. They had kids like either towards the end of high school or very soon after. Some of the best looking women. You know, not all of them. You know, I'm not the type to be like all, because that's not true. But some, high percentage, let's just say 75% to be nice. 75% of them had children before we were even close to 25. Their kids are graduating high school right now. Their kids are in college right now, and we're seeing it all over the internet and social media since we're all still connected unnaturally, by the way. And I'm not saying it's a bad thing to be connected to people that you know, especially because, people like me don't really be outside with people that they know. I, I had my first kid at 30. I decided 30 was the right age. I would be old enough, financially secure enough, sound enough, of sound mind enough, not out here chasing chicks to raise a child, girl or boy, with the right amount of, you know, uh, decorum to do so, and not embarrass my kid just by being their parent. So, but see, at this point, at my age, most of the girls that I would think were attractive, most of them, not all of them, most of them I would say were attractive physically. They have one kid, two kid, three kids or more. And a lot of them are, super happy about the fact that they're got three kids by themselves and nobody helping them and ain't no man got to do this for me and all that. They're happy about it. But here's the thing. At some point, you're going to find this quote unquote dream man that they've been looking for. And the dream man's going to look at them and be like, okay, this girl's awesome, blah, 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 blah. And then she says, oh, yeah, I got to go back home to my three boys. He's going to be like, your three boys. So my household of one and my dog now turns into a household of five and whatever else you got going on. Not to mention, I got to deal with, 1 to 2 baby daddies. Let's hope it's just 1 to 2. In many cases, it's 3 or more. Because let's face it, some of them still look really good after having a bunch of kids.
Okay, so wait. Okay, so for a man to go from a household of 1 and his dog to 5, what does that woman have to be doing to be worth it?
In their opinion, they don't have to do anything except exist.
No. I'm saying from a man's standpoint, from a male perspective, what does that woman have to be doing to be worth it? Because there's no way she could be providing the same experience that a woman with no kids providing. There's no way. She has to be a cut above, I would imagine. So what does that look like?
I'm gonna disagree there. It's practical. And what I mean by practical is men have come to the understanding in 2025 that no matter what they do, it's not going to be reciprocated. And some men, not all of them, not me especially, some men will actually, I'll say the overwhelming majority of men will accept her the way that she is, regardless of what she brings to the table, just so he can have a wife. Especially if she's good looking.
You signing up for 3 babies, dog?
I am not, but there are people who are.
Classic.
I'm not.
Hey, listen.
I'm just not.
From none to some overnight is crazy.
Classic.
Yeah, don't get me wrong. She could be somebody you can have a good time with, but marriage, y'all are not gonna work. Y'all have a super unequal playing field that y'all are on. She already been around the bases 3 times. Like, she's trying to bat for the cycle, and all you're trying to do is get to second. You had to grind for this one. You took a walk, and then you stole second.
Dog, did you just say she trying to bat for the cycle, bro?
Natural born crash dummy, and he go crash out. Natural born crash.
My man says she trying to bat for the cycle is crazy, bro. Uncle Plug said, Uncle Plug said stepdaddy lifestyle. He said because these fuck niggas be shooting the club up trying to lock these bitches down, ranking the game. I can hear his voice too. I can hear him. I can see his face saying it too. He said extra big extra. Yeah, he said extra, big extra. Joe Jet said, I am not. Yeah, that's still funny as hell. I said, hey, Tez, you signed up for 3 kids? I am not.
I am not. No.
Marcus Jones said, for some weaker-minded men, all she has to do is be attractive and talented in certain realms of the bedroom. I never understood men who accept women coming with all that. It speaks to what they think of themselves. It speaks to your personal self-worth is what it speaks to. And it's not to say that a single man with no children who takes on a woman with 3 children doesn't value himself at all. I think it's a lack of understanding of what his potential really is, right? That's what I mean by your self-worth. Because regardless of how the women with multiple children that happen to be single that will see this are going to feel, regardless of how they're going to feel, from a man's perspective.
That's what you asked, right?
Yeah. From a man's perspective, like brother man been working he been going through the ebbs and flows, the peaks and the valleys of fortifying himself and becoming a man. Something that women will know nothing about. They will never understand it. They will never understand it, right? He's done the due diligence and the hardship of becoming a man. Every man will tell you it's not easy. Every single man. Now, it's some grown ass boys that'll tell you that shit's sweet. You know what I'm saying? It's some tyrants that'll tell you it's sweet, but every man will tell you they had to be fortified, forged by the fire. So you mean to go through that, and on the other side of it, the universe has a queen for you that comes with 3 other niggas' babies? I don't think so.
Classic.
I just don't think, and I know that the women who are in that situation, it understandably would be off-putting for them to hear that, right? Because
it
it's
hurts
like
their feelings.
Yeah, but this, reality hit like a ton of bricks sometimes. Welcome to real life.
Classic.
Ain't you not telling me that? Now, what you do still qualify for is a knuckleheaded nigga. The mirror reflection of what your decisions were. You got 3 kids, 3 baby daddies. He coming into the game with 2 kids, 2 baby mamas. Y'all get each other. And on a whole bunch of different levels. Both of y'all like it raw.
Classic.
You know what I'm saying? Apparently, both of y'all are fertile.
I'm only gonna do this once.
Okay. Undisciplined.
I'm only gonna do this once.
You know, y'all got shit in common. Trying to get it together.
I'm only gonna do this once.
He paying child support. You collecting it. Y'all can supplement each other.
I'm only gonna do this once.
Like, that's what you still qualify for. You qualify for some shit. You don't qualify for me. You don't listen. Yeah. You don't get to go have. Bro, I lost a homie over this shit. Bro. The nigga wanted to talk to a female associate of mine or a friend of mine who had already had 2 children by 2 men. He liked her. She liked me. She started to like him. Both of them start talking crazy about me as if I was the one that wanted her. I said, wait, you tweaking over me? You tweaking on me as my homeboy over a female that got 2 kids and 2 baby daddies? Nigga, do you think baby daddy number 3 is one of my goals?
Classic.
Yeah. On my vision board, I'm like, 2026, nigga, get money, more real estate, more crypto, baby daddy number 3. Nigga, get the fuck out of here.
Classic.
Huh? No. Last week, yeah.
Natural born crash dummy. And he go crash out.
Nah, real shit. You think that's on my to-do list? You tweak, boy. I had to tell him before we stop being. I had to tell him, hey, bro, go, boy. Niggas passed on that. That's all you, folk. You tweaking over some shit, but hey, matter of fact, fill up a bus. You know my line.
Yeah.
I gotta get a tag for that. Fill up a bus. Both of y'all get the fuck on.
Here's an interesting thing to go along with this. This is the same persons that will sit there and look at a guy who can have 9 out of 10 things and then her tell him to his face, I just don't think that you have what I want in life. I don't see my life being like that. There's zero accountability or culpability for their actions, and everything is your fault, regardless of you had nothing to do with it. I didn't make them kids. Oh, well, I need somebody that can help me take care of my 3 kids. I didn't make them kids. I asked you if you wanted to go get some lunch. I wasn't even trying to have nothing with you. I just wanted to go get some lunch because I thought you were cute. Now you're telling me that I got to help you take care of your kids to go get lunch with
I'm
you?
only gonna do this once.
All right. Hey, I got a homie for you. He gets out in 3 weeks. He gets out in 3 weeks. I got a homie for you. Got out of jail. Yeah, that's what you qualify for.
Yeah, listen, he gonna come stay with you and everything.
You gonna tell somebody I just worked 90 hours that I have to help you do what now? Did anybody help me work those 90 hours? No. Did anybody sit in the gym with me? No. Somebody did help me punch myself in the face. That's a different story. But that's training. She obviously has got no type of training other than 304 training.
Oh God.
And then here's the part that's worse. Do you remember the pandemic? Like, I don't know if you remember the pandemic, but I do.
Yeah, best year, my favorite year.
Yeah, the worst part of the pandemic was not being at home without people bothering me or going outside and not seeing nobody. That was great. The worst part of the pandemic was, and I'm going to say this and probably irritate some people, even though I am coming to enjoy the platform, because all you got to do is give people a place to talk and they'll start talking. But TikTok at the time of the pandemic blew up because all of these extremely normal people got a place where where everybody had nothing else to do but watch them speak. There wasn't nothing on TV, there was no news shows, there was no sports. So you get to watch these people do weird stuff in their house, make videos and stuff like that all day. But some of them, they equated people watching them on TikTok with importance and fame and popularity and all of these things. When at the end of the day, all you're doing is telling fake stories to make somebody else look at you. And then here's the thing. Now what are they doing? They had to ban the hot tub streams because people were sitting in bathtubs on TikTok Live. They had to ban it while people are driving because people will literally drive around and crash. They had to ban talking about smecks. They had to ban that. They had to ban the clothing. They had to ban, what was it, the body rating? They used to rate men's profile pictures before that got banned. That'll get you banned now too. Like, it's starting to get ridiculous to the attention-seeking behavior. Like, if I see somebody with that type of attention-seeking behavior, I'm supposed to treat you like a queen? Queens don't behave that way. Real queens, not Yas queens, real queens do not behave in that manner. They have reverence, not even just for themselves, but for the people in their presence. So, and also, since some of y'all like Kitty in the way that she preaches to people when she gets up there, y'all have to remember something. King Solomon in the Bible had his own kingdom. The Queen of Sheba presented herself on her knees to the king and said, all that I have is now yours. Should you choose to accept me?
I'm only gonna do this once.
They don't even, boy, these hoes ain't read the Bible, boy. These hoes ain't read no Bible, boy.
Ha ha.
No, they shut the cheek and coat.
Boy, hey, you tell these females to name their favorite Bible verse, they a glitch.
Jesus wept.
Where's it at? Where does it say that at? Book, chapter, and verse, please.
Ha ha.
Well, I read the NIV, so I don't know about that King James.
Yeah, it don't matter. Hey, tell me out of whatever version you read.
That's when I look at him. I look at him. I'd be like, look, yeah. You want to talk about who reads what versions of what? I look at him and I say, Eloi, Eloi, lama chidabakshani. And they be like, what are you saying that for? I'm like, because I'm surely forsaken by God if I have to deal with you.
Bro, if they read the Bible, they wouldn't beef with God so much. Literally, half of their whole belief system is cool and acceptable by God in the Bible.
Oh, you mean the part about God not talking to women, or the part about
no? Literally, half of their whole belief system is like half of the shit they disagree with is cool and acceptable by God in the Bible. You bring up polygyny, I don't share. It's perfectly acceptable, permissible as hell. by God. It's perfectly acceptable by God. You know what I'm saying?
Sanction.
Yeah. Your husband gotta try to get some from you. It's in the word. That is not okay. It's not okay. It's in the word. It's not okay. You see what I'm saying? That's how I know they don't read it. Because if they read it, they would know how they should be behaving if they were interested in pleasing God based on biblical text. That's
It's not about pleasing God.
I'm just saying it's not
pleasing themselves.
Well, that's what I'm just telling you, they never read it. Uncle Plug said most of these niggas don't have self-worth, giving these niggas too much credit. Yeah, I definitely agree. This lack of discipline is heavy too, Unc. He said, she ain't wrong if this goofy will take on all this dysfunctional responsibility.
Well, hold on, Unc. I gotta address that. While you are right, the only reason why I have self-worth is because I decided to. If I would have listened to the way that they treated me for years, then I would have no self-worth. I'd be a fat slob eating Cheetos, playing video games alone, away from the world, because I'd be dejected from how this random chick treated me. But I decided at the end of the day, if she don't even treat herself right, why should I listen to anything she says? It's not just them. Here's the thing. There are kings in the world, but there are also peasants. And I think we got away from realizing that everybody is not equal. Everybody is not on the same level. And some people need a little bit of help. The problem is the people around them help keep them down. So imagine being a guy that did everything right your whole life, let's just call it, you was raised by just your mother, and you were the perfect angel. You never got in trouble. You had straight A's. You did all of this, and then you think, okay, because I did everything right, I got a good income, I got a good career, I'm in decent shape, blah blah blah. I'm gonna go get me one. He goes and gets him one, and she utterly dogs him out because she was in the streets while he was in the books. She was in the sheets while he was in the classroom. And all it takes is one. And I'm not making no excuses for the man. I'm just telling you that it exists and it needs to be addressed.
Yeah. I agree. A lot of dudes get caught. Like it's crazy how it works like that. Like it's almost like, I guess you could call it predatory, right? Like you'll see a man that's still in his naive phase and a woman who's far more versed in the streets already catch a hold to him and just doing like I said, take him straight up north, bro. You know what I'm saying? And then after that, he sees the true nature. I want to get into the question of the day too. We're gonna move off of this Ask a Brother because I want to get into the question of the day, and I only got like probably a solid 10 minutes. But let me get through these comments and then we're gonna move. All right. So Joe Jet said it hurts feelings, but to overcome this, start off with marriage. I think more men can respect a woman who was married and had 3 kids by a husband and it didn't work versus a hot summer veteran. I'm gonna be real with you, Joe. I ain't accepting either one. I'm gonna be always solid with you, Joe. I don't care how you got them 3 kids. It's still 3 of them, right?
Classic.
1 + 2 = 5.
Yeah, no, I ain't gonna lie to you.
Steiner math. We doing Steiner math all week.
I ain't gonna hold you, Joe. It ain't no explanation. I'm cool. I'm just straight. It's just not for me.
I'll show you. 1 + 1 is you versus the woman. Then her 3 kids. That's 5. Subtract the husband. That's 4. And then you got a dog too. So subtract the dog. We back to 3 again. And then if y'all have a baby, that one's yours. So you connected to her. It's just 2. That's 2.
What?
Steiner math.
Hell no. Hell no. I'm cool. Yeah, I'm straight. Samuel, welcome, Samuel. He said that's crazy. TV said and get mad when they have to deal with these niggas talking about she still mine. Yeah, they definitely be on that. Uncle Plug said crash out loading. Fill up a bus is crazy.
Fill up a bus.
You and everybody like you. Passport Scope, classic. What up, Passport Scope? What up, Big Scope? Uncle Plug said, whoa, not you, homie. What you mean?
I think during the crash out.
Yeah,
during the crash out.
Nah, you just sent that. That's the most recent one. But no,
yeah.
But no, yeah, I'm not doing 3 kids under no circumstances. I'm not doing it. Yeah, I'm not doing that. I'm not even considering it.
Can I ask, like, okay, so we're gonna be honest here, right? Because we've been being honest all day. This is a short one before we get into your question.
Well, it's actually what you finna say might go with the question. That's the question right there. How does a man proceed once he How does a man proceed once he understands the nature of women?
So I would love to, because this ties right in with it. I think half the problem when we talk to women about this is they don't seem to understand why when a man has been out there on his own building his empire, why if she comes with that many kids or that much baggage or she been in the streets for that long, why her quote unquote rehabilitated image does not show when we see what we see. Why do we see a chick with 3 kids that's been ran up and down the street when she sees a woman that's on top of her game and the best that she's been in years? She does. We talking about now. I'm gonna be nice here, as nice as I can be, which is not that nice anymore. She been in the gym, body is looking decent. She got some stretch marks. She got some crow's feet. She got the little belly pop. You know what I'm saying? She got some tiger stripes, whatever. You know what I'm saying? But she thick in the right places. She's soft in the right places. She got a decent job now. She probably some secretary somewhere or anything like that. Or maybe she went and got herself an even greater career and she making close to 6 figures. She drive a nice little car. She might not drive a Benz, but maybe she got like a 2018 Beamer. You know what I'm saying? Or a nice little mom Dodge or Jeep. She got her little 3-4 bedroom home. All her kids got their own room. Why does she feel like you still see her as the chick that was running up and down the street for all them years?
She is. Fuck is you talking about, Tez? That's still her.
Classic.
That's still you. Fuck you talking about? You got all type of listen, bro. When you make permanent decisions on temporary feelings, that shit go with you forever. You see how that work? It's just like, but unfortunately, them babies don't work like bad tattoo choices. But a lot of times people make permanent decisions on temporary feelings, G, and that's a permanent decision. Yeah, that's still you. You don't get from under that. You don't get from under that. If you go out here, I get what you're saying, bro. Okay, you young, you naive. Maybe you didn't have direction, your upbringing, your family structure. You didn't get certain lessons, blah, 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 right? We understand. You explain your why. Okay, the why, understanding the why gives us empathy or sympathy or both for you.
Right.
Cool. We get it. You understand? So those decisions led you to having 3 kids, 2 baby daddies, 4 kids, 3 baby daddies, whatever, right? You got a 2x3 or a 4x3, whatever, right? It's looking like a relay race in this bitch, right? So that's the demonstration. We understand the why. The why gives me sympathy and empathy. So I get it. I get how you made those decisions. You've grown. You're a better human being because you've been fortified and forged through the fire, right? But your fire came with baggage.
Mm-hmm.
And I have to make a decision for myself. I'm cool. You dope. You got 3 kids.
Classic.
And guess what? On a planet populated with damn near 8 billion people, it's somebody dope just like you that don't come with 3 kids.
Classic.
So as a man who don't have no biological babies at all whatsoever, none that came and went, none that's at Planned Parenthood in the garbage, none. I'm not signing up for you and your 3 kids.
Classic.
And listen, 2 things could be true. I understand your why. It's unfortunate. From an understanding of psychology, I get it. I see why you made those decisions. I'm not judging you. I just don't want what you have.
Classic.
I don't want what you have. Respectfully, I don't want what you have. I don't want, because listen, the kids come with their dads too. Oh, well, the dads aren't in the picture. Even worse.
Classic.
I hate that statement.
Even worse.
It means I gotta be their dad. No, it doesn't.
That's not what it means. That's what you heard. What I heard is how insufferable you are.
I'm only gonna do this once.
Ooh.
I don't know no men with a pair of testicles that don't want to at least take care of their kids' son. I don't care how. I'm willing to bet if I had to take the over under, 90% or more of fathers would be some level of a father to some degree to the babies that they've created on this planet Earth if the woman was cooperative.
I'm only gonna do this
Yeah,
once.
I don't know any.
It
I
is
don't
a
know any.
very, I'm telling you right now, even the females that be like, I'm telling you, I have never kept him away from the babies at all, in no way, shape, or
lying.
form. I make it easy for him. That. When did you get to that point?
She lying, bro.
No. This be the thing. Give me the man to speak with. Give me the man to speak with. I'd like to hear his side of things, because you might have got there through the struggle, right? Through the struggle, you arrived at a place where you could be around as much as you want. You could help as much as you want. These kids need you. No, you need this nigga to show back up. Them bills getting late. The groceries getting expensive. The government bread ain't governmenting. You know what I'm saying? And now all of a sudden you super agreeable and shit like that. Most dudes don't be around because that woman is insufferable. If I hear a woman say she got multiple baby daddies and ain't neither one of them in the picture, and them niggas is breathing and free, they not in jail and they not dead, they breathing and they free, you just told me how insufferable you either are or were at a point in your life. You know what I'm saying? I'm cool on the whole demonstration, sure.
That, and like, it's crazy that they continue to go back so many times to the dude that they talk so much crap about. Why would I want to be that guy? Why would I want to be in the middle of it? Spare us, please.
Straight like that. And then Uncle Plug said, whoa, not you, homie. He said, Passport Skull said, I feel some type of way because my 1 + 1 is 5. Now it's different though, because you had kids.
Yeah,
you had kids. You had kids. She had kids. Y'all joined up. We talking about a dude that has no kids at all, and then a woman that got multiple 3, 4 kids, feeling entitled to like the premium man in the market, over 6 feet tall, no children, you know what I'm saying, job with benefits, you know what I'm saying, premium man in the market. You don't qualify for him no more. That shit over with. Not one with no self-respect. That shit over with. He cool. Because he know that even though as dope of an option as you've become and all that shit, it's another one dope like you that don't come with the same baggage. That's what you're competing with. And I think that's the reality that a lot of people don't want to accept. But let's
they don't want to admit it.
Let's really answer the question of the day. We got like 5 minutes and then I got to skate. How does a man proceed once he understands the nature of women? What are some of the routes that men take once they get it? Once they have their moment where the light bulb goes off and they say, damn, so this is the nature of the woman, and then they behave in different ways based on how they can navigate that.
I mean, the first thing that you need to understand, if you do understand, the first thing that you understand is their insatiability, their dissatisfaction and insatiability with the existence of life. Like, I don't know too many men that can't eat the same thing every day, especially if it's good to them, and be happy. I don't know a single woman that can. We're not talking about food.
I'm following you.
I think the second thing that he realizes is that in order to be respected, you must oppress. And I don't mean that as in put them in chains. I mean that as in, look, I'm not listening to your opinion. I'm going to do what I want to do. And if you want to stay here, you can stay, but the door is over there.
Sometimes you just got to crash on that.
How does he proceed? Once you understand these things, how do you go forth?
You talk about as a man or with them?
Yeah, no, how does a man proceed once he understands the nature?
He's not nice anymore. In general, he's not nice. Like, niceness is out of the question. I'm not saying kindness. I mean niceness. That nice stuff, that niceness goes out the window. Where has anybody gotten by being nice?
Last place. Uncle Plug said, choose wisely, act accordingly. Joe Jet said they do understand, but the game never ends with them. Project, gaslight, manipulate, deflect, and lie by any means necessary. Uncle Plug TV, she only wants dick. You are an intruder. Passport Skull said, oh yeah, y'all shouldn't go for that at all. Yeah, hell no. That shit over with, Skull. Uncle Plug TV said, if a bitch ain't been body slammed, you can keep her. See, me and Uncle Plug gonna disagree on that forever. I don't want nothing body slammed. I'm straight.
No, that's a certain number of calluses that you get.
Yeah.
After being body slammed, I'm gonna say it that way to keep it nice as possible.
Yeah.
That's as nice as I'm gonna get.
I think to answer this one before we wrap up, I think that men proceed when they understand the nature of women. I think men go a few different routes. I think some men lean into the idea that there's still some good ones, and then they go on a treasure hunt. You know what I'm saying? I think they leave themselves open to be hurt multiple times. They leave themselves vulnerable and susceptible to being hurt, and they simply seek out that diamond in the rough, that woman who is beautiful yet modest and doesn't move like a baddie, who doesn't have any social media or doesn't have a social media that she's active on. You know what I'm saying? That woman that is quiet naturally and so doesn't have to be told to shut up. She already ain't doing a whole bunch of talking. The woman who is spiritual and understanding, enlightened, open-minded, right? The woman who is, these some gentlemen, they choose to go on the treasure hunt for the good ones that still exist. And I agree. I'm one of those guys who believe the good ones still exist. I think that they're just really rare to run into. And then when you run into them, you got to fancy them. They got to fancy you too. You know what I'm saying? They got to fancy you too. So you run into one, like sometimes you'll run into one, but she don't want you. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I mean, it happens. You know what I'm saying? You're like, damn, that's a good ass. But or you run into one and somebody already took her off the market. You know what I'm saying? Real talk. But you have some men that go on the treasure hunt, right? It's Da Vinci Code for them. They like,
have you been through this?
What? Run into like what? Like that unicorn?
I mean, like, so if we're being completely and totally honest, I've tried it, and I won't say try because trying sounds like it didn't succeed in either direction. Failure is not the same thing as not succeeding. Failure is a result. You know what I mean? Failure is a result of application. Now, it just means you either didn't apply it right or you applied it at the wrong time. So I will say this. I have applied the multiple methods at multiple times. And let me tell you, the treasure hunt is for the fucking birds. Like, I get it, why a person would want to do this. But I also understand after a few failures of application, I understand that going on the treasure hunt is probably the worst thing that you can do as a man, because you've already seen how bad everything is. And then the minute that these creatures that we're talking about catch on to the fact that you're treasure hunting, that's when they start showing you their best selves. And so you're going to see somebody at their best the whole time they're trying to grab you. And then they're going to grab you. And then when they got you, it's going to come out. It happens every time.
Yeah, they're going to.
Every time it doesn't happen.
No, you're right. Just keep on using me until you use me up is what's going to happen. I think by the time, if you should run into your unicorn chick or whatever, like if you should run into her or whatever the case may be, by the time you catch her, you're probably going to be fucking exhausted.
Yeah, you're not going to want her.
You know what I'm saying? Uncle Plug just slid through. He wanna tap in. We ain't got that long, so I'll bring him up. Talk to me. Yeah, turn it down that backdrop, Yeah, Uncle Plug just slid through. He wanna tap in. We ain't got that. Turn us down,
Oh, I just wanted to explain myself.
Oh yeah, talk to me.
Go ahead.
I just wanted to explain myself about being body slammed in the game.
Yes, sir.
Now, when I talk about being body slammed in the game. Why am I doubling down?
You got the TV on in the back?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, cut that. You got to mute it.
No, I'm actually watching the show.
It's echoing back to you?
Not anymore.
All right, you good? You sound clear over here.
Yeah, that's it.
We can hear you though. Go ahead. You good?
When I say body slam in the game, I mean exactly. Like you didn't. This is what I mean. Yeah, I'm doubling down. I'm gonna have to get up out of here.
Oh, okay. You can't. Yeah, you're getting reverb.
Yeah, you can hear yourself. We can't hear you twice, but you can hear yourself.
Okay. I got you on. Yeah, we hopefully you put it in the chat though. But yeah, man. I think that's one route that some men take, right? We just talking about the way men perceive once they have an understanding, right? Once you're no longer naive. Because a lot of I'm not blaming. I got taken. You know, females and took niggas been up north, right? Like you get taken when you naive, fam. Like you gonna get took up top, fam. I done been took up top, and I seen dudes that got it way worse than me. You know what I'm saying? Me, I just got a little heartbreak, a little something, you know, some slight shit. I seen niggas get hit for thousands of dollars, watches, heartbreak, and freedom. Goddamn, I seen, yeah, freedom, houses, yeah, cars, all type, yeah. Trips. So I've been up. I've been up north, but I ain't been to Wisconsin, goddamn. You know what I'm saying? Like this motherfucker been to Canada. You feel me? Up top. But yeah, I think that's one route people go, they treasure hunt. I think another route men go is like you said, they realize the level of assertion that's required to get the results that they're looking for. Yeah. You know what I mean? And being assertive, being direct, being blunt. You'll come off as rude, you'll come off as an a-hole, but you will be respected. Like you said, you will be respected. Yeah. That's going to happen. And you know, you ain't got to like it, but you gonna respect it. This is not a choice. That part's not a choice. You know what I'm saying? We ain't leaving. So yeah, I think you got some men that go that route, right? And then you got incels too. I think you got dudes that just withdraw. Yeah. They see no hope. Like Mr. McBride always says, all of them. The problem with saying all of them is you got a lot of men that are going to withdrawal, right? If they think none of the women are you know what I'm saying, decent and you know, good and fit for or wholesome. If you just think none of them, that'll make you just be like, man, fuck this shit altogether, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, this is where the true womanizer is made.
Real talk.
The true womanizer is made because let me tell you, if you're the guy that's out there searching and you're kind and nice, you kind of come across a lot of women, but you're going to be used and abused by a lot of them too. But here's the thing about that. That's being body slammed in the game. That's being taken up north. Some people make a quick left right around that loop. Yeah. Right around 90. Some people make that left and turn right back around and start going south. And they say, now that I have the tools to win them, I know how to manipulate them. And they do. They do. We see it. I'm not calling nobody out. Yeah. We see them being manipulated. We see them being pandered to. We see this often. And like I said before on the Raw Society Collective in-person meeting where we did a live show, ladies, these men are not master manipulators. They ate paste in school. What they are is men who listen to you tell them exactly how to get you from all of your social media posts. They liked everything that you posted. They're in your DMs. You talk back. Don't lie and act like you don't. You post for certain other men and they pick up on those cues. Every time one of y'all posts what y'all wish would be happening to y'all right now, no matter how nice or disgusting that it might be, there is a guy sitting back that's watching your story or your posting and saying, I know how to get her. All I got to do is do this. He's not that guy. He's not manipulating you. You gave him the keys. It wasn't breaking and entering. It wasn't breaking and entering. He didn't trick you. All you gave him the keys and he walked right in. I love vampires as far as folklore because a vampire can't mess with you if you don't open the door and say, come on in.
Right. You got to they got to be invited. But it meant they may manipulate you into the invitation though.
Yeah, they might. Yeah. Look at me. Look how good I look. You know you want me in your house.
Yeah. Aren't you gonna invite me in?
Yeah, it's cold out here.
Yeah. Shit, anytime a stranger come to my door and say, aren't you gonna invite me in? I'm gonna let them know you gonna freeze. It's cold out here. Freeze. Bow, and I'm closing the door. It's over.
I never do. I don't even let people that I like in my house, let alone a stranger.
Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, man, we can I think those are a few of the routes and ways that men proceed. Correct me if I'm wrong. I got a few minutes, bro. Let's get it. Talk to me, man.
Nice, good. What's good with you?
What up with it?
Look, man, I hear what y'all talking about. I just wanted to come in and get a ladies a warning.
You on your mic? You on your interface, or you talking straight through the phone?
I'm talking straight through the phone. I had to jump in quick.
All right, you good?
They turn into me. Exactly what y'all talking about. They turn into me. All right, I'm here to give y'all fair fucking warning. All right, look,
Mr. McBride in the building, y'all.
I gotta tell you, man. This is exactly what I've been warning about. How long we been doing this shit, class?
Some years now.
Yeah, years.
It's why I keep telling them all. I figured this shit out a long time ago. It's all. It ain't shit we can do about it. They gonna do what they want to do. They gonna fuck who they want to fuck. They gonna not fuck who they don't want to fuck. And they gonna lie to you about it.
Classic.
It ain't shit you can do but accept it.
Well, listen. Listen, chat.
What?
Classic.
What
Hey,
else?
look.
Hold on. Let me hold on. You want me to crash? All right, fuck.
No, I don't want. I didn't. Listen, time's running low. Whatever you gonna
hit
do,
me with
do
the silence. You hit me with the silence. That sounded to me like
I'm not saying
you
nothing.
say
Listen,
something else.
the chat know what I be on.
I think you coming around. I think you finally done seen what it is I've been telling you for years. Like you told me, you know where the body's been.
You think who finally seen something?
I think you finally seen
Who
it.
said? Who said? Bro, who said? Who said? Who said I didn't? Who said I didn't already know this shit?
Hold on, we get him to admit something new.
No, I'm not admitting. I'm not admitting. I'm not believing. I'm not approving or disproving anything. I'm just saying you said what you said, and what did I do just now? I was silent. I said nothing.
So how does this usually go? How does this usually go when I say all?
You say all.
And what's your response?
That it's most.
Okay.
It is. What age? What
you
age?
Ain't gonna give me the crash, y'all.
What age? What age does all start at?
15.
No, what age? Like what generation?
What you mean? Before us?
Bro, my mother got married a virgin, bro. Good women exist, gang.
How old is your mother?
No, I'm not gonna say that, but she's above our generation, about two generations up.
I will say the first person that got my mom also married her.
Yeah, is your mother above 70?
Nah.
No.
Let me shut the fuck up.
No, bro. It ain't. I mean, you're not gonna say nothing crazy because, like,
I know.
I know. But what I'm saying, I get your point. But what I'm saying is, like, no, fam. Like, a few generations up, bro.
Man.
It's still some solid ass females, bro.
And here's what I come from. I know my aunts are about. My mother's the youngest of 7 children. She's almost 60 right now.
Mm-hmm.
I know my aunts. I know my uncle had a child of 16 with a chick who's 26.
Mm-hmm.
I know he's the second oldest, so I know he in his 70s, 8, whatever the fuck he is right now. Yeah. I know both my oldest aunts had kids at 16,
right?
Like, and I know they wasn't the only ones. I know most of the community was doing that. But so do you realize? I'm not trying to hit a lie.
No, I hear you, but do you realize that there are? Well, I don't know about today. I'm not gonna say today, but do you realize, like, nigga, in the 80s, women, there was still a decent percentage, and by decent I mean 10%, 9%, 8% of women getting married without giving that cookie up. It was still virgins getting married in the 80s, dog.
Here's
like now, I'm with you though. The new virgin now, if you marry a chick now that got less than 5 bodies, you got a virgin. That's the new virgin. That's the new virgin. But in the 80s, you could get one that only you have hit. That's real. That's real, folks.
I'm trying to tell you that they lied to your uncles.
No, bro.
I'm trying to tell you.
No, not this one.
So who was my daddy fucking?
All right, bro.
Who was your uncle's fucking? Come on,
All right, bro. All right, bro. Hey, listen, okay. So you think there's never been a solid woman to walk the planet?
Hey,
you think there's never no, just yes or no. Do you think there's ever been a solid woman to walk the planet?
Define solid, and I'm gonna do it.
Solid. She got with the man that she called her husband and rocked out. She never stepped out. She never slid off. Got no side dick, no extra dick, no bodies buried. There's no skeletons. No sexual skeletons.
Do I believe there are any women who were ever with one man till the day that they died?
Solid. that walked the earth.
Starting at what year? Starting at what
in
year?
human history. In human history.
Well, yeah, in human history.
That number is significantly low.
Yeah, but you realize it exists, right?
Yeah, it does exist.
I understand it. Oh, you talking to Plug? Go ahead.
Plug. No, I'm talking to both of you. I'm talking, but I'm saying like because you always saying all. I get what you're saying. Like we not catching virgins no more. Them days is over. I get that.
No,
I'm
but
realistic.
Here's what I mean by all. I think that what you talking about disappeared way further back than what they keep trying to tell us. Than what your granny keep trying to tell you.
For sure.
What your great granny keep trying to tell you. Like that's what I'm saying. I'm saying that none of my aunts, none of your aunts, like
you don't know how much
you gonna say what you gonna say about your mother. I'm not going.
No, this ain't even. You don't even know how much I agree with you. I've been telling you that every type of woman existed in the Bible. This shit go back to ancient, right? This shit go back to ancient times. I'm well aware of the nature of women, but I also understand just like 5% are conscious or 10% are conscious, right? There is a minute percentage of women that walk this earth that intend to be solid. Bro, you're not giving them credit. To matter? Yeah, it is because you have to get somebody hits the lottery, somebody hit the Powerball. Even though it's one, but I'm saying somebody does, but somebody gets the money. Somebody gets the money. So what I'm telling you is, bro, so we not gonna acknowledge that there's a winner, bro. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm telling you.
Yeah, but I can't write prescriptions based upon the one nigga that's
but we not gonna do that. What I'm doing is I'm giving women the same credit for being humans as I give men. Our nature, our proclivity is to move and groove and hit whatever we can hit. That's our nature, bro. You got men's nature. It's the male's
why are
nature.
Women doing it?
Hold on. Let me rock. The man's nature is to move and groove and hit what we can hit. I personally know men who fight that nature off successfully for the sake of monogamy. I know men who I know I done put the coochie in their face, literally. Bro, you coming to the strip club with me. Hey, shorty, you give my dog a dance. I'm talking about and I'm talking about he in the chair. I'm going home.
That's a lot easier to do.
But what I'm saying is I know men who fight the nature successfully, even though they still have all the same hormones, all the same desires, they don't act on it. We got to give women the same credit, even though we agree on their nature. There are women who fight the nature for the sake of their code of ethics, bro.
And there's a lot of women who don't just fuck everybody. They just like the one that they fuck. Even if they end up with another one, it's still that one.
Yeah. Let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a question.
It's all about it.
How many women do you know can resist a good deal?
Resist or just
I know quite a few decision mechanisms, player.
Yeah, look, let me tell you, and this is not what you think that it is.
No. I'm not talking. I'm a correlator. Can I get an answer to that question?
I'm giving you one.
How many women can resist a good deal, like a sale?
A lot.
A lot can.
They make bad decisions. Of course, they can resist good deals.
It's a pool of bad decision makers.
So you know a woman who will see a Birkin bag on sale for 10 bands and will resist that if she got it to spend.
I know plenty of women that see a Kurt Geiger bag and still be like, nah.
I'm not talking about women who don't like Birkin bags.
You know
why? Who like Birkin bags, who have a couple of Birkin bags, see a Birkin bag on sale.
Yeah. I'm working directly against your point because most women gonna resist a good deal for a bad one.
Yes,
they will look past the 10K Birkin bag on sale because they want the one that costs 20 at regular price, and they gonna go spend that extra bread that they shouldn't spend to get the more expensive bag.
Y'all thinking it a different way.
No, it's
I wasn't gonna take it that way.
It's
true.
I
wasn't gonna take it that way.
They will reject a good deal.
I can
go for a bad deal. They will reject most of them. And that's where I can agree. Most of them will reject the great deal, not the good deal, the great deal. Most of them would reject it if it was free because it's free.
Here's where I was gonna go with that. I understand what y'all saying. To me, the deal is what they perceive. That's what they perceive the deal to be. It's not about what the deal actually is. It's about what they perceive the great deal to be. Just like when something's on sale, it's not really a great deal. It's just the perception that it is. They mark that shit all the way up so they can give you the illusion of a fucking deal. So my point is, because men, a good deal, all the things that they think that they want, whatever they perceive that they want in a man, comes so few and far between because they don't think that many of us are attractive. They don't look at that many of us and see that we're tall. They don't look at that many of us and see that we got money. They just see what they initially see and they're not attractive. But when men who are perceived by them to be a good deal come around, I'm telling you, they take that deal every time.
I don't think so.
Okay.
I don't think so. I think they take the easy way out more than they take the good deal. The easy way out is think about this for a second. Think about this. If they see a good deal of everything that they say that they actually wanted, and this dude is presented in their face, and they ain't right with themselves, and most of them aren't, they're gonna run away from that good dude. They're gonna run away from.
I didn't say good dude.
I'm just the good deal. They're gonna run away from the good deal.
I think that's where you're missing me. I think you're missing me because you think good deal means good dude. I'm saying what they perceive to be a good deal, somebody that they find attractive, irresistible. They find that to be the good deal. They're going to take that every time that good deal dude comes along and says, "Hey, how you doing?" Every time
you don't hold them accountable.
But bro, you married. Why did you get married if you believe that to be true about all women? What if a good deal come around for your old lady, bro? Like, you see what I'm saying? Like that, like you have to believe in some level of an exception. You have to believe in an exception, bro. You can't believe in all.
I'm very, I guess what they calling it, narcissistic. I believe I'm better than all you niggas. I guess.
Oh, come on. Oh, come on.
You wasn't watching at the beginning of the show, was you? At the beginning of the show,
I just always think I'm better than all you niggas.
Classic. Am I lying? That was the first thing you said, that all of us believe that we are him in our own.
Yeah. I always feel like there's no vibe that she can achieve better than mine.
Okay.
No vibe. She's her vibe. But I don't
know better.
I don't believe that all. I believe that most. I believe it's a little that little comfort zone in between.
What percentage, blood?
Most and some. Most and some.
What percentage is most?
That percentage of most, even if it's a majority, would be 51%.
See, I think we closer to 90, 95, 99.
I think a comfortable number would be about 60, 65. That's a comfortable number because most are sheep and they misled.
Yeah, and on top of that,
but there's others that stand on something, bro. They do stand on something. They was raised properly. No one and everyone didn't fail as a parent. Everyone didn't fail as a human. So I can't believe that every one of them are subject to the bullshit. A lot of them
believe most women.
A lot of them are looking for. A lot of them is looking for their Prince Charming, and some live outside the delusion too.
Do you believe most women have only slept with men that they thought had intentions of being with them?
I think
no.
I'm gonna now with that. Now that's a different kind of question. That's different kind of
question. That's what all comes.
I ain't never seen men walking tracks.
If you've done it one time, if you've slept with a man that you knew had no intention to make you his woman / wife, because we're gonna get into why I'm a stickler about this. Sex means marriage. So if we understand that sex means marriage, and we understand that today people don't view it that way, if you're letting somebody fuck you without the intention to make you his woman permanently, whether he has 12 of them or not, you falling into the trap of all.
And that's some delusion too, bro. That's why I said like most women that they was describing that had their shit together, had their bag, had their crib, all their kids got their crib. Like only thing they really require, because They don't want shit to get in their way. Just they have that man mentality of, you know what I'm saying, of I want nothing to get in my way of me building this empire that I'm building right now. So only thing she wanted some dick. You're an intruder. You trying to have a relationship with her, you're an intruder. Bitch, she got a pussy ADT on your ass. As soon as she push the button to let you in the house, she pushing that button to get your ass up out of her. So majority of these women who are delusional, they live for the bag. A lot of it's a lot more women, bro, that live on the moral. They live on that moral compass. You know what I'm saying? Like most men come out the gate first quarter saying that they want to have something forever. And until they get their motherfucking heart body slammed in the game, that's when the player and the pimp and the pack come out. You know what I'm saying? Like that nigga, this is a famous song that came out in the 80s where nigga was like, you said all the pain you said I feel I never do, but I do, do. The return of the Mac. That's what it is. Like most dudes, everybody jumped out the gate first quarter trying to have something forever. That's why you got so many people with high school sweethearts that they done lasted 11, 10, 12 years in the game. Everybody come out the gate like that until they get, you know what I'm saying? Till that one took them up through them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? A lot of cats, a lot of women who've been dealing with a lot of, I want to let the reason why, like I hate to say it, a reason why that most of these bitches act the way that they act because that first motherfucker that she had was a fuck nigga. I'm talking about was a fuck nigga. And the reason why she's like that now, she in that jungle right now, because a nigga took her ass up. Yeah.
Yeah.
You understand me?
Yeah. Yeah, and another thing too, Mr. McBride, you're not giving credit for the amount of good ass women that are just unattractive. That's the part you're not calculating. You saying all? Yeah, no,
because
no, you're not.
No.
It's some Don't get it twisted. Like horrible women come in unattractive packages too, but there is a big ass populace of women who are ready to be submissive, cooperative, all that shit, but they just weak as hell. They just weak.
Y'all watch Anton Daniels show, right?
I know a lot of bitches they're not facially attractive.
Yeah,
they're not facially attractive, but their body is banging. You understand?
Hey, they call her. What do they call her on Anton Daniels show? My homie that I grew up with.
What a butterface?
Yeah,
that's what I was about to say. So y'all ain't never fucked a butterhead?
Of course, that man.
So stop trying to tell me.
Now, I'm just saying is one example of somebody.
I was in the military. There's a lot of butterface,
but she wasn't cute.
But you still gave her. Look. If you put her, if you put your dick in her, she has an opportunity to show you differently. But they never do because they have nothing different to show. This is why I keep saying all.
Circumstances do different, brother. I understand what you're saying.
Now, if you experiences, bro, it's just all your.
If we're looking at it through that small lens, that's a very small lens. I ain't trying to belittle at any cost, no disrespect, but that's a very small lens, bro.
Let me say this.
He think he done dealt with 50% of the planet and shit, boy. You was not Genghis Khan, boy.
we wouldn't be. How old are you? Hey, Mr. McBride, how old are you, sir?
I'm 36.
36. That's a great age right there. You 9 years old. Man. You 9. I'm 9. I'm 9 too. You 9. I'm 9. You know what I mean? My 9 been here a little longer than your 9. You know what I'm talking about?
I also at 6'2", 200 plus, fairly in shape, fairly attractive, has had a different experience than most men in this world.
I can understand that. I can understand that. There's a lot more opportunity for you. You know what I'm saying? To drop me off.
Your experience is not different, boy. You just hit all that shit I passed on. That's all. You went. You went. I was passed on shit. Mr. McBride ain't seen a slice of pie that didn't look good to him. You know what I'm saying? I didn't eat the key lime pie, nigga. I ain't eat the pumpkin pie. You had a slice of everything. You didn't go to the mall, and when they got the samples, you have a little bit of each restaurant. On my mama, the teriyaki, the orange chicken, the pizza.
Bourbon chicken.
On my mama, yeah.
You said it take 10,000 hours, my nigga.
See what I'm saying? No.
Y'all think that we would even be talking about this right now if we didn't believe that there was good ones out there?
Yeah, there's some good ones out there. Bro.
Okay,
whole point
yes,
is,
I'm
it's
being
amazing all the time.
hyperbolic.
It's
I'm
solely,
being hyperbolic.
hey, bro, I
believe
gotta, hey, it's solely up to you, man. It's solely up to you, bro. You know what I'm saying? There's a giving, there's a taking. You got to just understand the giving and the taking. You know what I mean? You're going to be used in some sort of, you know, capacity. You know what I'm saying? You're just not misused, because if you're not able to be used, then you're useless. So at the end of the day, it's like, bro, you can say however you want to say, but if you are the gauge, the temperature gauge, everywhere you are, bro, she will, man. Most of these cats get bras that be out of their league, bro. And I'm talking about not just physically, I'm talking about mentally out of their league, bro.
Oh, that's a whole nother subject.
I'm trying to tell you, bro. Like, most of these cats really don't. They are following someone who had the game in a chokehold. You understand? You're following that, and that's what she was used to, and that's what she got body slammed by. And now you have to follow up something that maybe that was greater than you, greater than yourself. And she's looking at you as a lesser vessel, even though you are, in your own opinion, you're a greater vessel. That's what most of these cats don't understand, is that, you know, now since they feel that they're in a lesser vessel situation, they try to pump themselves up with the money. That's why I get mad when somebody be talking about the bag. Like when Buddy was talking, when he was talking on the top that night, like when they talk about the bag and talk about the money and getting the real estate and getting this money, it's always about, you got to take it back to the bag, because all that other shit that you supposed to have as a player internal, you like that. So you got to get all this external shit to try to, you know what I'm saying, try to tame, and you did all this shit to try to tame this bitch, and you really couldn't tame her, because that wasn't what she looked at, that's what she would accept. But that is not really what she wanted. No. The niggas rank the game. The niggas rank the game. Like, to be honest, man, the niggas rank the game. If it's 10,000 bitches and it's 10,000 niggas, and 9,000 of these niggas is strictly coming forward with the I am not begging, I'm buying, and everybody got that shit and they ain't got no game about them. They ain't got no substance about them, and they are trying to pull this bitch with a bag. Guess what? That is what she's going to be accustomed to. The two most important two men in her life, when the game starts for a woman, is her father, if that nigga was there, and that first fucking boyfriend. So a lot of niggas rank the game. Most of these bitches jump out the gate.
They jump entitled, whether they experienced it or not.
Entitled ain't shit.
They gonna be entitled to that. They gonna feel like they need the princess treatment, whether they have it or not.
If what you're presenting, that's who you are. That's why most of these, all right, these bullshit niggas too, the ones that don't have a job, the one that don't have a crib,
they like
the
them
one
the
that
most.
and still hold the motherfucking house down, putting his name on the orange.
They like them the most.
Shit. Because at the end of the day, she knew exactly what she was getting herself into, and she knew exactly what she was
because this shit is primal. Before any of that shit comes into play, this shit is primal. This shit is simply shit that they can't control. And if you understand that they can't control it, that they don't even understand why they're attracted to you, that they're just fucking doing it because you're in their vicinity, and the last 1,200 dudes that they seen didn't do it for them. So now all of a sudden it was, I'm not that kind of girl, but so why are you doing this? Because she didn't know she was that kind of girl.
Because she know what this shit leads to. Just you carry that vibe. It's a possibility that the same vibe that she feels from you is the same vibe she felt from Buddy. But Buddy did the wrong thing. Like I told you, hey, the right guy and the wrong guy say the same shit. The only thing that differs is the intentions. It's always the intentions. Everybody's saying, everybody's spitting the same game. Now, as you follow it, are you following up on that game? As you spitting, whatever you spitting, is you standing on? If the shit that you say that I am on that this slide, that slide, is you standing on that shit? Because at the end of the day, I'm not calling women children, but most children have to be molded like a child in certain sense. And it's
That's
not
like you calling them children.
I'm trying to take, but see, most of them, but you got to say that most of them don't come from two-parent households. Because most of them ones that do, most of them you would never meet. Because they're in a different realm dealing with different type of dudes. You know what I mean? They're dealing with different type of dudes, and most of them women that do come from situations like that end up with
But they not. What do you mean by different? What do you mean by different type of dude?
I say a different type of dude. Like your circumstances put you in certain situations, and when
I wasn't doing shit. I wasn't doing shit but dancing, singing, and fucking. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't take bitches on dates. I didn't do none of this shit.
Yeah,
that's what I keep telling you. The choice is made on the approach. They've already made their choice.
They made their choice when they gave you their number.
Yes,
like,
that's what I'm saying.
You guys
that's why I keep saying all.
I said that
if you can get her number, you can fuck her.
You ain't even got to get her number anymore. You don't have to get her number anymore.
If you can get her IG, you can fuck her.
Yeah, exactly. Look, this is really what it comes down to, right?
So these bitches are really fickle out here.
Dude, it's not even that. It's not even
these
that.
Bitches are real fickle out here, man.
No, plug. Once you understand that they choose, and once you see the choice, it's easy for you.
Yeah, y'all leaving out nuances, man. Like he talking about dealing with women that like him. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like if you talking about, oh, I hit a booger wolf before. Yeah, booger. Okay, yeah, to a booger wolf, you Morris Chestnut. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, like you ain't no stock in that. You feel me?
It
like
ain't just the booger wolf.
Okay. Are we speaking about the average man's experience? Or are we speaking about just like, you know what I mean? Like the average dude have a hard time getting one piece, bro.
I agree. That's why the analogy was.
I don't have enough time, but tomorrow we're gonna come back and we're gonna talk about the true experience of the average man, a regular dude.
Me, motherfucker.
No, you 6'2". We talking about a regular dude. No. We finna tomorrow. We gonna talk about the dude that's 5'9". His life 5'9". No, 5'9.5". With 5.5 inches of wiener, with $50,000, $50,000. No, with $50,000 and a size 9.5 shoe. You know what I'm saying? And one parent. We're gonna talk about him tomorrow. We're gonna talk about his experience and how that shit be going. Because that's the regular guy. That's the regular guy. You talking about it? You know your daddy. You have brothers. You got all type of family structure. You got an advantage. Now you 6'2". Come on. I'm blended. No, bro.
My dad had 5 kids by 5 different women. It's blended up there.
That's why you think like that.
That's why you think like a pimp.
Yeah, you think like a pimp, bro. Listen. We gonna talk about the average man tomorrow.
My dad had 5
regular Joe Schmo. I don't think you know.
Hey, close it out, class. I know you got to go.
I gotta go. I'm just saying, tomorrow we're gonna get into it because we gotta revisit this because my man B is delusional.
Yeah.
You think, bro, if you could get a number, you could crack is crazy. We just had a panel full of women.
I've cracked 30 minutes after.
That's you. You're not 5'9", 170. Bro, you're not 5'9". You're not 5'9".
Women you would look at and go, ain't no way she did that.
You are not 5'9", 170 with bad credit, nigga. So we're not talking about you. Yeah, we want to talk about the average dude, bro. Average dude ain't getting born, bro.
Just say touche, nigga. Just say touche.
Yeah, bro, you speaking from a position of privilege, bro. Like when the female get on here and God blessed her with the BBL body and she ain't had no surgery. God bless her. She stacked like a bankroll. She talking about, these niggas, man, her experience ain't like the average woman.
Here's what I'm saying, class. I'm saying you're right. I agree with you. You're right. The regular dudes don't get to crack 30 minutes after meeting a dime. I understand.
Yeah,
everybody guys, like you, everybody like me. We ain't the only ones.
The quality may differ. The quality may differ.
So she may have 20, 30 dudes she let do that out of the. Remember when we did the numbers with old girl? How many dudes talked to her in a year? And it was what, 2,000 something?
I can't believe only Mr. McBride could come on here and make me sound like I'm defending women for 45 minutes.
Yeah.
Only you, bro.
Hey, class. As much as we do this, bro. I'm still in defense, dog. I'm still in defense because I know a bucket full of bullshit niggas, man. I know a bucket full of bullshit niggas that didn't have.
And she got 2,000 dudes that try and holler at her last year.
But look, I done had some that had some quality bitches, bro. They had some quality bitches, and these bullshit niggas that ran these hoes through and now these hoes is running rampant.
Have you ever had 2,000 women try to talk to you in 1 year?
2,000? No.
I'm not in the social media age. Like
I guarantee you, if 2,000 women try to talk to you starting January 1st, 2026, and to the end of 2026, I guarantee you let at least 10 of them.
I'm gonna be real with you. These hoes DMs ain't busting like they saying either. We gonna talk about that tomorrow too. They be exaggerating them DMs. Them shits ain't hitting like that. This shit dry. That shit dry. Hey, we out, man. Make sure y'all stick to the codes, man. We got another classic.
Classic codes, I ain't taking it slow. Forgive me, Lord, I woke up in that mode. Weathered the winters, we're left in the cold. Harden my heart and that heart.